Hello brothers, welcome to Iris Computer. Today this is the first lesson of BIOS preparation, or we can say BIOS editing. Before we start, let's talk about some basics things or basic preparation that we need to start BIOS editing process or BIOS editing or BIOS modding, anything we can say. So let's go first see what we need to set up for BIOS preparation. Okay, so first let me show you basic materials like what we need first to install in our system. This is just a beginning. In previous or sorry in next class or next upcoming classes we will discuss about what other software we need. Okay, so first we need some basic softwares, like there is available a 7-zip 32-bit or 64-bit for extract any zip files. Next is WinRAR software. So first I'm going to install 7-zip software. So this is done. Next is WinRAR. Install. Okay, done. There is no need any special version, you can download any version. Just install these two of them first. Next we need Hex Workshop. So there is lots of software available for BIOS editing, or we can say it's a cut, paste, delete like thing works. Okay, so next I'm talking about a software called Hex Workshop. So you need this with crack. Okay, so I'm going to install again. First I have a software Hex Workshop Professional Extract. Before this, make sure disable your antivirus protection for 15 minutes, cause this have a activator or keygen. This will delete automatically by antivirus. Okay, next click next. Yes, remove old version, accept, typical, next. You can install by whatever setting you need. Just do basic things. We need a Hex Workshop, so we can say this is installed now. No, I won't restart currently. Next, keygen, run as administrator. Yes. Now we have to patch. So for patching, go to C drive, program files, breakpoint software, Hex Workshop, and select this DLL file and open. Now here we can say file successfully patched. Okay, if you want to save, also save there a serial number for next time. So we are done now. All this done. After restart your PC one time. So I'm not going to restart now because I am recording this. Okay, so you need to restart your PC one time. After that our this basic preparation is done by now. Next let's go for start our first BIOS edit. So I have there a model name Acer Aspire E1-422. This is a old dump or old BIOS, old backup BIOS. So where you get this? So when we need to BIOS program, we have old laptops, like if have facing problem no display or anything that we need to program BIOS. So first we make old BIOS backup. So this is a old BIOS. You can take every laptop BIOS backup. This will help to make a new BIOS or some basics steps by old backup BIOS. Okay, now let's see. This is our old BIOS and I have downloaded a setup file from internet. I am going to show you how to download a Acer BIOS and make fresh new BIOS from scratch. Okay, so as we need, first I have a model name Aspire E1-422, or we can also download by model number or serial number, or Acer will allow us to see a SN ID. So by SN ID we can also download. Now let's go to acer.com/or-support. Next, drivers and manuals. So here we can directly search by model name or SNID, as there is available, is saying enter your serial number and SNID or part number. Okay, so we have a model number name Aspire E1-422. Okay, so now I am going to download this version. So first Acer Aspire E1. So there is a wait, or we can simply E1-422. Okay, so there is a two model it's prescribing. First is E1-422G and E1-422. So we have model only E1-422. So I am going to download. Okay, E1-422, correct. Now sorry, I have to start again. E1-422. Now we have to search for BIOS file or drivers. So this is our model and we got a firmware and BIOS part. So there is a two version available there, 2.04 or 2.06. You can download whichever you want, latest version or lower version, as you want. There is no big difference in there. So now I am going to download big size, or we can say 2.04 version. Now my download is done. So wait, maybe it's not download complete. So okay, so this is our new downloaded version, or we can say a new BIOS from Acer website. Now I am going to paste there. Okay, I have before downloaded 2.06 version, and now I have downloaded 2.04 version. I am going to delete this version because I am preparing for 2.04. Correct. next next step, first extract this file using 7-zip or any WinRAR software as we have installed earlier. So here we have option also in 7-zip or also in WinRAR software. Okay, so first so this is our downloaded file from internet. After extract we got a file. Next open. Now again we have a Windows file. Now again we can have a application file. What we need, right click again. Next extract to. Correct. Again open. Now we have also get these two files. So what we need to again right click and extract. You can also extract this file where we'll get your BIOS file. So this is our BIOS file called name FD file, or we can say it's a larger file of all these files. Okay, so this is our BIOS file. We have got it from internet, or I can say Acer website. Now I am going to cut this file and again come back from where we have old file. Okay, so we can say there is a something similar nearby 4 MB. Our old BIOS is exactly 4 MB and the new file is a 4.44 MB. Okay, so now next we need to use our next software that we have installed, Hex Workshop. So right click and open Hexrun. Okay, so there is our old backup dumb BIOS file, and this BIOS ID has 01433. Make sure always use same BIOS ID. That will confirm you that result will be positive. Next, this file also open with Hex Workshop. Now click window and tile vertically, or you can simply just do this by just simply here we can say Alt plus F2 key. Okay, now next we have to compare this both BIOS data. This is a hex part or this is a text part. Okay, so we have to compare both top and bottom files, are they are matching or not, or both files have data and nodes. Basically, let me introduce about these two keys. This function is so we can inspect or we can see by a hex view or a decimal view. Sometime in hex this is little bit complicated to understand. So if you are going to make something trouble, if you are getting any usage or making offset correction or counting, so you can simply change by offset. There you can usually see a simple way. Okay, so all total offsets are in decimal. We can see 4194304, exactly 4 MB file. After pressing we can see it's a 4000. Okay, so simply I am going to use by decimal setting. Now next what we need to, so we have to find where is our data right now. So in some points we can find, let me okay. Next, so as I said, we need to find where is our exact data in this. So this is our old file, we can see by there is a, okay, see, so this is a original old backup BIOS, or we can say is a faulty BIOS, and this will going to make a new fresh BIOS. So basically is a exact new or maybe working BIOS. So how to make this BIOS to load directly in our SPI IC or BIOS IC. Okay, so first there is a lots of way to do this, but I am going to show one of the way that we are using in this type of situations. So first I am going to match this top file or top area. As we can see, in this is old BIOS and this is our new BIOS, so there is not any match for this, because if we download this file from internet, it's have some garbages. So there is a lots of point that sometime garbage is in top area, or sometime it's in a bottom area, or sometimes both area have garbages, or where exact data is available in its body, or we can say it's a center point. Okay, so first I am going to show you how to match top area or top data, or how to find our exact data is matching or available or not. So first, this hex part, select by clicking left click and right click after copy, and go to new file, and first time click there and go to, click once and go to option. So here we can see find option, or by simple pressing Ctrl plus F. Okay, so now I'm going to, so there is also two type of find options basically we are using, also have there's lots of options. So though this two is most important now, is hex value and text string. So now I have copied a hex part, so I am going to search for hex values and delete all old settings, paste, we have copied here, and see after value it's already converted by text. Now we have to select direction, so now I have to search from top to bottom, so I have direction given to down. Okay, now click OK. So let me, okay, I have selected by I have selected this side of before, that's why. So now again I am going to click there, now find option, right click, paste, direction is down. Okay, now we have got our exact data. Now what we need to do, click, please do this very carefully, click only where, okay, 02, make sure before 02. Okay, here we can see, so we have before 02, click there, and now go to directly top, and with shift key press shift and left to select all files from where, from before 02. Okay, now click, right click, okay, then go to delete and delete all upper garbages. Now we have a matching top area. Okay, now we have matching top area. Now same this way we can make our bottom area. So how we can do? So simply copy there, okay, select and copy. Now go to again our new file, click first point, go to find option. Now paste that we have copied earlier. Okay, direction is same down. Okay, so we can get our last F6 and FF after 00. So one time click there. Okay, make sure don't make mistake in this point. Okay, so simply do not do anything, simply drag and go to last point and with shift key, let me remind you again, with shift key click left mouse click only one time. Okay, so we have selected all this file and right click and make a delete all these files. Yes, so now we have exact top data matching, okay, and bottom data matching, correct. Now that means we have prepared a correct BIOS. Now we have to match total offset that we need to check. Okay, so in our old backup BIOS file we have total offset how much, 4194304. We can see their cursor option and total bytes also there is mentioned. Okay, or also we have selected files. There is lots of things we will see in our next lesson. Okay, so let's back. I am going to match our total bytes or total offsets that we have made properly or not. If we have make any mistakes, one of bit, this BIOS will won't work or not going to work. So make sure don't make any mistakes in selecting or deleting. Okay, for this we need lots of practice. So do again and again and again until that you can make a perfect cut or perfect delete or perfect size. Okay, you need lots of practice. This will won't work only on if you trying in first time. Some person maybe do in first time, but some person need to understand some like select point, going point, find option. Okay, so here we can see we have exact 4194304 in new total data or total bytes and exact matching as old file. So done, this is our BIOS. This BIOS is ready to program. This is basic things. Okay, we need lots of new things, but for basic startup or for basic how to delete, how to select, how to process, which portion we need to delete, which portion we need to match, that type of question we have answer here, or I can say it's a scratch or first lesson. So this is going to be not that hard for all of you. So this is done. Now we have to save. So make sure save as don't save. save as. Now we have a name. Okay, so where location we want to save, downloads, drive, anywhere we can simply by selecting location we can save. Now we have to give that file a name. So I'm going to name this E1-422, or maybe Acer E1-422 new dump. Make sure last extension name, don't forget last extension name, that need to put .bin. What? .bin. Always save with extension name .bin. Okay, so we have to save now. Save, correct. Now close all this, we don't need anything now. So this is our old dump file that we have backup from our laptop or laptop motherboard, and we have prepared a fresh new BIOS by using some basic preparation or basic editing. Okay, so this is a basic way to make a fresh new BIOS. What I have told today is basic preparations, like what software is need for start. Okay, so simply three software basically we need: 7-zip, WinRAR and Hex Workshop. There is these three software is freely available on internet. You can download by any website. Okay, so we have exact new, this is new file and this is old file. So if we going to program this file, this will 100% work. Okay, so done. This is a simple lesson 1 class. In a next class I will show you lots of new thing about BIOS, how to make, and I can say next class will be going to little bit tough or little bit more interesting. Okay, so for today, thanks for watching.